If you apply into this program, you are going to be getting pocket money, which is like stipends. This organization will also organize for your accommodation. You will be receiving your food, that's food and drinks from this particular organization, and you also have health insurance, accident insurance during your program at this particular uh, uh, organizations that we'll be looking at today. Note, this is a voluntary or volunteering service that you can apply to migrate right now to Europe. Okay, so what are the requirements? What are the process? How do you apply? All of those things. I know those are the things you have to actually ask. So I will be guiding you through every information about this particular program. So because I actually had a section where I guide someone on the application process, so I know what is requested for you to submit in the application process. I think there are 14 pages of information you have to fill, but not so much, just short information that you have to meet up with. Now let's look at the requirements and everything in between this particular program. Okay, so if you look at this section right here, you're going to see that you have to submit your personal information, your general part information, your personal contacts, your experience in social working area, your CV, your motivation, selection of possible working area. Those are the places that you are comfortable working in. Organization matters, then your passport image and a short video. Okay, here it also says if you want to do a voluntary service in Germany, you certainly have many organizational questions. What are the requirements? When does the voluntary service begin? What benefits will I receive? We've actually looked at some of the benefits that you are going to receive if you apply into the voluntary service, and we will also clarify the most important question here so that you can start your stay in Germany well prepared. Okay, now let's take the steps or the information one after the other. First thing you have to know is that you must be ready and be at least 18 years of age at the time of filing your application. Okay, so if you are not up to 18, then you will not be able to apply into this. And you are not living in Germany as at the time that you are filing your application. Your German level is at A level or even B1, and you want to improve your German skills while you are in Germany. You have done an internship of at least 2 weeks in your home country that is related to this program. Okay, so here it says the internship should be in the same field which you would like to work. Okay, so that is where we'll now select the when we get to possible area of working area. So that is related to this, and you have to attach the internship clarification. They were asking for the letter of reference actually, which you can easily get. Okay, so if you watch this video to the very end, I will give you some idea how you can get those reference and where you should get them from, even though okay, even though you are open to get to know the German culture and to take a new tax. Okay, because there are a couple of tasks that will be given to you and you are ready to actually take this up. You are also willing to work full-time in a social or educational institution for 1 year. Okay, so if you have interest in social or institutional educational institutional environment, then this is the best fit for you actually. And when I actually go through or check through all the application process, I see that everybody who is not picking, or who is not a picking person, can actually fit into this. The idea is to migrate and you know just to get into there and also have a plan B. Okay, now you need a visa for Germany if you come from a country outside the European Union, and during the process, they will also give you like a support so that you can get your visa application process faster. Okay, here it says once we have accepted you for the volunteer service, we will send you the document for your visa application. Getting a visa can take up to 3 months depending on the country, and is unfortunately often not easy. Okay, so we will support you where necessary and where we can. So, which means you are also getting support for your visa application. You know, most time it might be difficult, and most time it's just you supporting the right documents at the right time. Now, having seen all of this, let's look at the duration of this program, or your working hour, all of those things that are important. So when we come to begin duration, working hour, you can see right here that the incoming program starts twice a year, once in August or September and once in February or March. But when I get to the application page, what I actually saw there was February 2024 and September 2024. So which means they are only open for February and September. And your volunteer service will last for 12 to 18 months, and in some exceptional cases maybe likely up to 2 years, which is like 24 months actually. And you should be ready to work like a full-time section, which is up to 40 hours per week, and you have a legal right to vacation. And there will be like a 25 days educational seminar, which is like a workshop to guide you or step by step on what you need to do, familiarize you with the environment and all of those things. Okay, so let's go to the financing. Now, after all of this, I've actually talked about this at the beginning, but I know some people will skip that, and you are going to be getting your monthly stipend of 200 euro. You're getting your accommodation, you're also getting your meals, which is of food and drinks, and also your health insurance, accident insurance, liability insurance during your voluntary service in Germany. And you also need to take note of this, that funding for travel to Germany and back to your home country is not included in this financial funding and support. Okay, so having seen all of this, now let me take you through some of this process so that you can get better understanding. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the information required, and I'm also going to cover some because I've already filled this form and I don't want to expose information. Okay, so now let's take it one after the other. Under the information section is where you provide your name, that's your first name, your last name, your surname, all of those things. And also under the general part is where you have to agree to some of this information, and you also need to indicate your starting date, as you can see it right here. So if I click on this, let me see if I can actually make a selection. Okay, so I think making a selection is not possible. So one of the things I also discover is that you need to use your laptop device to actually fill this form. And if you already have a contact in Germany, just fill all of those information carefully. Okay, fill all of those information. How do you hear about this? Then you click on save and continue right here to go to the next page. Okay, on this page, they also request for your name, your postal code, your city, your address, all of those information, your email address. Okay, so which is also one of the things on the third page, and I'm actually covering some of those information right now. Your phone number, your date of birth, all of those information, your nationality. If you have multiple nationality, you have to provide it. If you are married, if you have children, all of those information, you put it there. Then you go to the next stage by clicking on the next button right here. Okay, this next button right here. Okay, as it is important, you also need to put your first language and also upload your German language certificate right here. Okay, make sure you upload that, then you go to the next stage of this process. Next is to ask you if you've attended the Waldorf schools, and just information. Do you have any experience with Waldorf education? If yes or no, then you select it. You go to the next stage. You also need to provide your experience in social working area, such as working with children, adolescents, and adults with disability, care of people, nursing and care of elderly, children and teenagers, agriculture, ecology activities, and other ones. And if you have any other ones, you can actually specify them. And if you have like a certificate of internship, Okay, so if you look at this section right here, you are going to see here you can upload proof, certificate, or letter of reference. So if you are not getting if you don't have like a internship certificate, you can actually get a reference letter from those people, maybe an NGO that you've worked with in the past that deals with social works and all of those things. Then you click and go to the further one to go to the next page. So, not to take so much of your time, you just have to provide information about your curriculum vitae, write motivation, why you want to apply into this voluntary service. Also, all of other information, upload your passport photograph, not your international passport now, but your passport photo that have just your face. Okay, so when you upload this, then you have to make a video. Okay, there's a video you have to make there. While you are making this video, make sure you answer this question and make sure you also read the instruction. Okay, so that is every information you have to know about this particular program right now. Okay, so that's everything you need to know about this program, the application process. So just make sure you do justice to be careful. Don't just rush to process all of this. Get all the documents that you need to upload. Take your time, write everything appropriately before you submit your application. Because when you get to the last point of the page is where you now send your application. And maybe if you have some documents that you've not uploaded and you want to get them later, you can click on this save button so that they will send a link to your email address that you've provided so that you can continue the application later in a later time. Okay, so if you find this useful, please drop a comment at the comment box. If you have question, drop it at the comment box. If you want to speak with me one-on-one, go ahead, check the description of this video. You're going to see a one-on-one link with me. Okay, so till then, I'm going to catch up with you in another one. Peace out.